Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum, good morning and welcome to Malaysian Investment Development Authority MIDA webinar on Invest Malaysia Portal on the Implementation Survey module. I would like to thank all of you for your interest in joining our webinar. I, Wan Sultan Aiman Wan Nazaruddin from the Investment Statistic Division of MIDA, is honored to be your host for today. Before we begin, I would like to make a few housekeeping announcements. Attendees shall remain online after joining the session and please stay until it ends. If you cannot hear audio clearly, please select audio setting at the bottom left of your screen, select speaker/headphone, adjust the volume slider to increase volume. There will be two presentations. The first presentation will be on implementation survey, where it will be delivered by MIDA. We will spend about 15 minutes for this presentation. Subsequently, the second presentation will be on implementation survey module by Mesiniaga, MIDA appointed system developer. This presentation will last for 45 minutes. Please post question in the Q&A box after the second presentation. Question will be either answered live by panelists, text reply in the Q&A box, email reply after the session. Kindly state your name, company name, and email so that we can address the question accordingly. The presentation slides, user guide, and webinar video will be emailed to the participants. A webinar video and the user guide will be made available in the Invest Malaysia Portal for your reference. Now, let us begin with our main agenda today. Ladies and gentlemen, to kickstart the webinar, may I invite Ms. Chiu Wai Ming, Executive Director, Investment Policy Advocacy Manufacturing MIDA, to deliver her opening remarks. Ms. Chiu, please.
Thank you, Adnan. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Salam Sejahtera. On behalf of all at MIDA, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone to this webinar on Invest Malaysia Portal, particularly focusing on the implementation survey module. We are very glad that this morning there are more than 100 participants who joined us. Okay, participants are representatives from companies who have been approved license and incentives and now in the midst of implementing the projects. We hope that with this implementation survey module, it will help to also facilitate your implementation process more efficiently. Now, before we start, I'd just like to give a bit of background. What is this Invest Malaysia Portal? The portal was developed actually as part of MIDA's aim to make our functions more efficient, to deliver our services in a more efficient manner, leveraging on digitalization. We have actually put all our business processes, that is including application for license, incentives, expatriate posts, and also all the post-approval activities, all on a single platform so that the business community can reach out to us in a more efficient manner and in the terms of real-time manner. Okay, amongst the module in this Invest Malaysia module is what I'll focus on today, i.e. the implementation survey module. This module actually will allow us to follow through with the progress of your projects. It is actually a place whereby you can report to us in an efficient manner, all right, the progress status of implementation of your project, whether you have already acquired land or whether you're in the midst of building your factories and whether you have started production, for example. Okay. Another more important feature of this module is it is also an avenue for you to reach out to us to tell us what are the challenges and problems that you have encountered in implementing your projects, where we can come in to assist. Okay, we have in MIDA set up what we call PACU, or the Project Acceleration and Coordination Unit under our Post-Invest Division, whose main function is actually to help facilitate the implementation of projects. So PACU will work with the state government, the local authorities, the technical agencies, in fact, all agencies involved that you would need to engage in, right, in implementing your project. So if you have problems and you face challenges in the midst of the implementation, this module is a place whereby you can actually report your problems to us, and that will be channeled to Pachu team for them to come to assist you. There's also another section in this module whereby it is covering on requirement for talents. We have here in MIDA a talent expatriate division, all right, whereby when I'm sure many companies in the midst of the implementation might face issue about getting the relevant and right manpower for your project. You need certain skill sets, you need certain number of employees, engineers, and so forth. And that is whereby MIDA can come in to assist through our talent division. So this, again, you can actually reach out to us through this portal. Now, the purpose of this seminar this morning basically is to help us show you what are the features available, understanding of this portal. To inform that this morning, all right, we have together with us also a representative who is actually our sister portal. To taking all, okay, because after this particular webinar, all right, we'll be also circulating the manual for the implementation survey module so that you can also at your leisure go through the manual and play with the module. And at time when this module goes live and you are submitting your reports to the module and you face questions, there'll be also avenue to reach us either through email and other facilitation, which we will explain later. Okay, that we will help to guide you on how to actually access the portal, how to submit information, and so forth. Okay. Now, without much ado, all right, I would like to now pass this over to our other speakers here to explain on our module. And with this, I'd like to wish everyone a very fruitful session. Please make full use of this session to ask questions. Okay, we welcome your views and advice on how we can improve this portal. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chu, for the opening remarks. May I now invite Ms. Santa Devi Subramaniam, Director of Investment Statistics Division, MIDA, to deliver her presentation on implementation survey.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope all of you are fine. Today, MIDA is hosting webinar on InvestMalaysia Portal. I will be delivering a presentation on implementation survey. Next. MIDA is a government principal agency for the promotion and development of the manufacturing and selected services sector in Malaysia. Incorporated as a statutory body under the Malaysian Industrial Development Authority in 1967, it is today Malaysia's cutting-edge, dynamic, and pioneering force in opening pathway to the new frontiers around the globe. Next. MIDA has established 20 overseas offices in 3 continents, United States, Europe, and Asia Pacific, to entice foreign investors to invest in Malaysia. In addition, we do have 12 state offices to promote domestic direct investment into the country and also to facilitate companies towards implementation of the projects approved. Next. In this slide, you can see the MIDA's role from end to end in terms of promotion, approval, and implementation. In terms of promotion, we meet with companies, whether it's a new company or existing companies for reinvestments. We do also organize visits to potential locations, production facilities, services providers. In addition, we do arrange seminars, webinars, roundtable meetings, one-to-one meetings, specific project mission, the trade and investment mission to promote foreign investments and domestic investments into the country. Once company is committed to invest in Malaysia, companies requires to submit application for manufacturing license, tax incentive, expatriate post, and import duty exemptions to MIDA. MIDA will evaluate all these applications accordingly and present in necessary committees and obtain the approvals for the companies. In addition, we do have representative for regional office. This status is given for companies which intends to do due diligence or market study before establishing a Sdn Berhad permanent establishment in Malaysia. Finally, the implementation. This is where the implementation survey comes in. And also we have established project acceleration and coordination unit post-invest in conjunction with Penjana scheme to provide end-to-end facilitation towards companies' implementation and can encounter any issues or challenges faced. Next. MIDA's mission is to build dynamic, sustainable and everlasting investment ecosystem. In this regard, we also provide business facilitation. As I explained earlier, post-investment issues under the post-investment division, whereby establishment of Part 2 will encounter all the problems encountered by the companies. Establishment of talent management division in MIDA, they will link the talent requirement from the companies with the supply side from universities, TVET institution and universities. Besides that, MIDA do offer local sourcing of parts, components, modules, local engineering support, whereby MIDA do arrange programs such as vendor development programs. This is where we invite all the anchor companies and MNCs with SMEs for SMEs to be part of the supply chain and also to grow the SMEs to be the local champion in the future. We do assist companies in terms of adoption of 4.0 technologies. We provide the necessary offerings and tax incentives. Companies are also welcome to MIDA to register in the e-business match, whereby companies which intends to have technology collaboration and also contract manufacturing, please register in the e-business match platform. Companies are also welcome to register and log in to MIDA's website in the e-services portal. We have various facilitation under the e-services portal such as e-states data. This gives you the listing of approved projects that are coming up in the country and also under the e-services portal, whereby if companies want to get the list of services providers in Malaysia instead of relying on foreign services. And also this is to increase the local content, usage of local services and facilities. Next. Okay, this section will be on the implementation survey itself. The coverage of the survey for companies in the manufacturing, such as in the chemical, A&E, machinery equipment industries, to name a few, and selected services sectors under MIDA, example, oil and gas, R&D, integrated logistics. These companies, the coverage also for the companies granted approval under license, permit and incentives based on project location, product and activities. The objective of the surveys are to monitor the progress of the approved projects, because we want to track how the status that you are in upon obtain the approval, to track the implementation rate of approved projects on a real-time basis with this enhanced module, and to capture actual implementation status, realized investment, and actual employment. With this portal, enhanced portal, we wish also to compile information on challenges and issues encountered during implementation, talent facilitation requirements, and also facilitate further in terms of what government can offer. Next. Okay, we have about 8 status here. First 3 status: projects in production, commenced operation, machinery installation, factory building, warehouse construction oriented. These 3 status, if the company stick, it is considered as implemented. Therefore, company is required to update status, investment incurred, and the actual employment. Investment Statistics Division, it will be compiling the realized investment and actual employment together with the status. The next 2 status, projects acquiring sites and active planning, are defined as initial stage of implementation, whereby company is required to highlight issues and problems. Post-investment division and talent division will take up the problems and the issues mentioned. And the last 3 status, no action taken, temporary shelf and abandoned, are defined as not implemented. Therefore, company shall inform MIDA if it's unable to proceed with the project approved, whereby post-investment division and investment compliance division will take up the next step. Next. Okay, we have the 8 status in the survey, and here's a definition. This definition is also we have incorporated in the platform. For commercial production or commenced operation, it is defined as company already started producing the products and the products are ready for sale. For machinery installation, the machinery are in the progress of installation or completed. If the company has purchased the building or in the midst of construction or rented, company may take this status. If the company is in the midst of obtaining the necessary approvals from local authorities, then the right status will be projects acquiring sites. Active planning means a company involved in the discussion, negotiation with relevant ministries, agencies, organizations toward implementing the approved projects. No action taken is defined as no progress showed towards implementing the approved projects. Temporary shelf means temporarily discontinued with the implementation of a project due to unforeseen circumstances, but it will be revived in the future. The last is the abandoned. Company company cease its business operation entirely. Next. This is a simple flow chart. This survey will be given for new projects and also projects which have yet to be in production status. Earlier, you will be receiving all the emails and hard copy, like in hard copies. But after this system go live with effective on 30th August of this month, companies will be receiving an email alert. Company will need to click on the survey link and log in to InvestMalaysia Portal, fill in the survey by sections, and submit the survey. If the status of the company is ticked as in production, you will no longer receive this implementation survey, but then you will be receiving annual performance report survey in the future. And same goes if you take the status abandoned, also you will not be receiving any more survey of implementation. But other than these 2 status, company will receive the survey every 6 months. Next. Okay, what we try to achieve from this enhanced platform is this data that will be submitted to us is very useful for the government in the policy formulation and decision making. We are very grateful that you have been cooperating with MIDA to providing the informations all this while. We hope to seek your continuous support to provide us the relevant data in this enhanced platform. Number two, we would like to have more survey returns very timely and accurate and comprehensive data. Earlier, we were giving flexibility for companies that are able to amend figures and the status, but with this enhanced platform, this is unable to be proceed, whereby once it is submitted, there's no any amendments can be made. Lastly, with the facilitations by MIDA, we hope to see more projects approved by MIDA to be implemented and successfully implemented, and we would see in the future more investments coming into the country. Besides that, we do offer various other facilities. Do please come and contact us. Next. This is our contact details for Investment Statistics Division, Post-Investment Division, Industry Talent Management and Expatriate Division, and Investment Compliance Division. We are in our HQ office in KL Central. Next. Thank you very much for attending to this webinar session. We have more programs coming up from our appointed developer. Mesiniaga will be presenting on the system itself. Back to you, Aiman.
Thank you, Ms. Santa. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Mr. Izwan Sharani Idham, our vendor from Mesiniaga, to deliver his presentation on the implementation survey module. Please, Mr. Izwan.
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Izwan from Mesiniaga Berhad, and I will be showing you the implementation survey module for InvestMalaysia. As a introduction, the implementation survey module will provide a platform for MIDA to access the progress of companies' implementation of approved projects, and companies are also required to fill in and submit the survey. This is as what Ms. Hanta was presented earlier. So the next is for our agenda. For today, there will be 4 agendas. I will be showing you the implementation survey flow, the implementation survey module itself, in a screenshot of the system, how to view the submitted implementation survey once it has been successfully submitted, and then how to access the implementation survey guide from the InvestMalaysia Portal. So the first, let's look at the survey process flow. So companies will start by submitting the application to InvestMalaysia. The application will be evaluated and approved by MIDA. Once the application is approved, the first implementation survey email notification will be sent out 3 months after the approved date. And the contact person from the company will receive the notification email and use the link provided to log into InvestMalaysia Portal. From there, the contact person will fill and submit the survey. This is the main flow. It's similar to what Ms. Shanta presented just now. So next, we'll go to the survey module itself. Okay, as shown in the previous slide, there will be an email sent, and also a reminder also will be sent. From the email, contact person will need to click on the link provided and will be taken to InvestMalaysia. There will be an email provided. So when you click on the link provided, you will be taken to the InvestMalaysia Portal, which is shown below. And also from here, there is a login page. At the login page, you can log in normally if you are already registered to this portal. If the contact person doesn't have an account currently, they will need to click on the register and then fill in the registration page. So after successfully log in to the portal, they will be shown a dashboard page. So from the dashboard, you will need to scroll down to the survey of the progress of implementation of a project table. From here, it will show all this table will list out all the surveys available for the person to fill and submit. So from here, they can start the survey by clicking on the Start Survey button. So when you click the Start Survey button, you will go to the company profile page. So the company profile page will show all the information about the company. And what you do from here is you scroll down to the list of location table. So here it will show all the locations that was approved in the previous application. And also for each location, you will need to submit your survey for each location. So if you have 2 locations like shown here, you will need to submit 2 survey be considered as this project as submitted the survey. So if you have one location, so it will be you just need to key in only 1 survey. So from here you can click on the data entry button. Once you click the data entry button, you will go to the first section, which is section A. This is where you will enter your implementation, to indicate your current status of your project. For manufacturing projects, there will be 4 status that will require you to key in the dates. So when you want to key in the dates, you need to click on the date picker here, and it will come up with the dates. So for services, there will be 3 statuses whereby you need to enter dates. The statuses is also similar to what was presented before by Ms. Santa. So after you have completed filling in your status, so you can click next to go to the next section. So for section B, will be for companies to inform if they face any challenges while implementing their projects. So from here, you can see there's a checkbox for 11 listed problems. So once you click on a problem here, a text box will appear whereby you can enter a more specific detail on each of the problems that you encountered, so that this can be further analyzed by the respective division, and they will get back to you on the how to manage this. So once you have completed section B, you can click on next to go to section C, where section C is we call it investment incurred, whereby companies will need to provide information on their investment incurred as per the current status of this submitted of this survey. For applications shown here, for applications that are received via InvestMalaysia on 26 March 2021 onwards, meaning 26 March is the date that InvestMalaysia was go live in the system. So they will receive, you will see this page whereby it will show the investment approved based on the application that you submitted. And from here, companies will only need to key in the percentage of their investment as per the current status. So from the percentage key in, the system will auto calculate each of the assets and also all the information required. So if the application is received before 26th of March, meaning the previous application which are approved, so the screens will show like this, whereby companies will need to manually key in their investment. So from here, companies will need to key in their investment as per their current status of their projects. So there will be some auto calculation for all the system. And after that, the next section is for employment. It's the same treatment for applications that was received on 26 March onwards. There will be a number of approved workers, whereby the system. This is from the system that was approved in InvestMalaysia. But if the companies want to add other job categories or other positions, they can do so by clicking on the add record and then selecting from the drop down menu here all the job categories that are available, and then they can enter the amount of workers that have been appointed by them. So this one is for applications which received before 26 March. So for previous applications, it will be you have to manually enter all your information on the workers based on their job category and also number of workers. It's the same process, whereby you click on the Add Employment Talent Facilitation, and then you select the job category, and also you key in your amount. So from here, the next section would it's still on section D, whereby it provides a talent facilitation for companies if you require certain a special position that is not available in the selection above from the previous selection. So from here, you can put the name of the position, and then the numbers, and also the academic qualification that is required, and the technical skills, the salary, the allowance, and also the job description. So for the next section, there will be a declaration. So for this declaration, is just to inform the companies that all the information that you have submitted will be used as a final, and there cannot be any amendments from here on out. So if possible, please make sure that the information that you enter before you click submit is correct. So once you click submit, it will have a pop-up box whereby it will ask you whether you are okay to proceed or not. So from here, if you have more than one location, it will go to the next survey for the next location. But if you have only one location, so it will end the survey for that project at this stage. So after you have completed your survey, so there will be an email notification sent, so which will inform you that you have completed your survey. So from here, this email sample is for projects that have not yet reached commercial production or commenced operation, which states that there will be another survey that will be sent to you in 6 months' time to update the status again. So for any projects that status has been put as commercial production and commenced operation, so the survey will be the email notification will state that you have completed the survey, and also you will not be receiving any more implementation survey, and you will be receiving the annual performance report survey in future to provide the update on the performance of your company for the next financial year. Okay, so once you have sent your survey, so you can view your survey again through the dashboard by going back to the dashboard, and then you can click on the company profile, and then from the company profile, you click on the implementation survey. So from this tab, you can see all the survey that was that is still pending from your side, and also a survey that has been submitted. Okay, to view the survey that has been submitted, you need to click on the MRN number here, the link here on the inactive survey table. So from there, it will pop up the survey, so you can review back your survey. But also you can click on the survey form link, whereby it will generate a PDF copy of the survey that you have just submitted. So this one can be used for you to keep in your filing or keep for your reference. Okay, and the next one is how to access the implementation survey user guide. We also provide a user guide for the implementation survey module, which can be accessed if you go to the InvestMalaysia Portal. And from here, you can see there's a download user guide. There will be, once you click on that, there will be a few user guide listed in the pop-up menu. So you need to scroll and go to the implementation survey, which is in PDF format. So once you can download this survey from this survey from this user guide, it will also have the same information that is shown in this webinar. It's the same step by step on how you can go about filling the survey and also completing the survey. Okay, so that's all from me. So I'll pass back to Mr. Aiman.
Thank you, Mr. Izwan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the Q&A session. We have about 45 minutes for this session, and we will strive to answer your question as many as possible. For the Q&A session, I would like to invite our panel, Ms. Azila Ramli, Ms. Zamzarina Ismail, and Ms. Salwanu Muhammad Hanafi from the Investment Statistic Division, Mr. Sherul Anwar Abdul Karim, Deputy Director of Post-Investment Division, Ms. Zai Sohana Muhammad Zin, Deputy Director of Investment Compliance Division, and Mr. Ahmad Owais Abdul Razak from Industry Talent Management and Expectorate Division. So let me start the ball rolling first. When will companies receive this implementation survey? Can I invite Ms. Azila to answer this question?
Right, thank you, Aiman. Okay, the implementation survey module will be launched on 30th of August 2021, and the company will get the email for notification to answer the survey.
Thank you, Ms. Azila. Next question will be, will the survey be accessible all the time? Can I invite Ms. Zamzarina to answer this question?
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. Yes, this survey is actually open at all times. You may update your status and other information in the survey frequently as long as you have not submitted to the survey. Once you click on the Submit Survey button, provided in the survey form, you are not able to update any information at all. But you are able only to view the form, and you may download the form in PDF format for your future reference. Thank you, Cik Aiman.
Thank you, Ms. Zamzarina. Okay, there's a question in the Q&A box from Aidil Nur Fahmi Muhammad. Hi, this such a very good platform for implementation survey. By this way, before we fill in the survey, is there any option we can view or print out in the PDF form in case needed? I would like to invite Mr. Izwan to answer this question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aiman. I think that there's a question here which are quite similar, which is from Mr. Aidil Nur Fahmi and also Mr. Waiho Fu, which asks if we can download an offline version of the survey. Currently, we don't have an offline mode for the implementation survey, but we do provide from the survey itself. You can still view the survey without submitting, so that you can get the information that you required from each section before you start to fill in the information, so that as long as you haven't submitted the survey, you can still go back and forth to each of the section and get the information that you required. I think we can still there's still a way to do it offline, but it depends on how you conduct the information gathering. But for now, the survey is online only, and so you have to, if you want to get information, you have to open the survey up and connect and collect the information from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Izwan. For the next question will be from Encik Kamarul Arifin Muhammad Yusof. Hi, I'm Kamarul from Dansuk, Malaysia, Sdn Berhad. The survey is on 6-monthly term. If we face the problem and need help between the survey period, can we use this survey to immediately highlight the issue/support that we needed, or we still need to wait for the next survey session to update our issue phase? For this, I would like to invite representative from Investment Statistic Division, Ms. Santa, if you may.
To answer this question, Encik Kamarul can use the survey to update all the problems that encountered.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Santa.
May I interject?
Yeah.
Okay, we have also Encik Sharul from the Post-Invest Division, right? So the question was if there are problems encountered after the submit in between surveys. So instead of waiting for the next survey before they can submit the problems, perhaps then we would like to then direct the problems to the Part 2 module instead. Perhaps Mr. Sharul can just take a few minutes just to explain quickly the Part 2 system.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ju. Mr. Kamarul, I think we have spoken earlier, a few weeks or few months ago. Dansuk company, they have some problems. Okay, Part 2 has been established under Panjana, and then our job is try to monitor and try to make sure that the company can implement the project in short period time. So we have worked out and assist company from 2019 onwards, and now if they have received emails from our system, they call it ITMS. So ITMS assists the companies by collaboration within the companies and also the PACU officers in MIDA. So we help on the ground basically. It's different from this survey because this survey is a stats on the stats matters, but we are on the operational side. So if the question is whether who can assist or how we can assist, whoever received the ITMS, we can connect it from there. And also if you connected with the implement survey, if you look at the presentation by our colleague Encik Izwan, and in the section B, if I'm not mistaken, problem accountants, we also look from there also to assist the company. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sharul. Okay, for the next question, I think will be directed to Mr. Izwan back from Waiho Fu. Selamat pagi, Encik Izwan. Can the company download an offline version of the form to do preliminary data compilation This is because certain information are owned by other departments of the company. Mr. Izwan?
Okay. As I informed earlier, so the same can for the current survey module, we don't have an offline version, but you can still use the survey link that was provided to go through the information that is required to fill in for each section, and then you can get the information to be given to you by your respective departments, because not I think for each section there is not a lot of data that is need to be entered for each department. So I think from here, as same as what I told from the other attendees question, so you can use the online survey to quickly go through the required information that you required, and then from there you get the information from other departments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Izwan. For the next question is from Ms. Catherine Lee. How do we go about on the post-approval application via Invest Malaysia for previous approved investment? I think Statistic division, if you may. Ms. Zamzarina, perhaps?
Cik Aiman, I think this question is suitable for Puan Zai Suhana to answer this.
All right. Please welcome Puan Zai.
Mr. Aiman, you post which question? Miss Catherine Lee, ke?
Yeah, Ms. Catherine Lee.
Okay, regarding this one, I need Miss Catherine to further detail what are the post-approval application regarding for. I need to know, is it regarding change of factory or whatever. Maybe she can give me more details regarding this application. Then only I can answer.
Okay, thank you, Puan Zai.
Okay.
I think we move to the next question. So from Krishna Kamat. Hi, good day to all. If we have existing project of manufacturing and is stopped due to COVID, and we want to bring foreign workers from supplier of machinery to do the commissioning of machinery in Malaysia, shall we get MIDA support so our project can be started soon, as in 2 years the factory building is vacant and we have invested more than 30 million? I think the best person to answer this is from Mr. Sharul Anwar, perhaps.
Hi, Cheryl here. Okay, this question is about the foreign workers, whether you can bring or install or not. At this moment, MCO is starting to open, and then for your operations, you need to apply to operate under the MIDA CMS system. And then the foreign workers, I think Mr. Wais can further enhance the information on this matter.
Hi everyone, my name is Wise from Industry Talent Management and Expatriate Division. On the support letter for you to apply for foreign workers, is we do not issues any support letter, but the thing is, if you really needs if you require for the foreign workers and you need the support from MIDA, please let us know and email to us. We try to make the arrangement with the relevant stakeholders like JTK and also Pekeso. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wise. So we move to the next question from Ms. Lily Go. Is there a deadline to fill up the survey? Perhaps Ms. Zamzarina can answer this question.
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. To answer this question, yes, there is a deadline for the survey. Usually, the deadline will be 1 month after you receive the first survey. And subsequently, if you not respond to the survey, then we will send you a first reminder letter after 2 weeks, and following another 2 weeks will be the second reminder letter. So please be aware when you receive the email from MIDA to respond to the survey. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Aiman, Mr.
Yeah.
Aiman, I wish
Yes.
to respond to Puan Nur Haslina Muhammad Amin
Yeah, sure.
question. Okay. Puan Nur Haslina, WPSY, we have received your application to change your company location. So you please wait for this process to complete. Then only you can you better answer the survey after you receive approval from us of changing your location.
All right.
Do
Thank
I
you,
need to
Puan
click
Zai.
on the answer live button to answer this question? No need, right?
We know it.
No need. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Puan Zai.
Okay.
So for the next question will be from KC Tai. Kindly advise on how we can collaborate with MIDA on recruitment of local talent. I would like to invite Mr. Wise for this question.
Yeah, again, Mr. Aiman.
Yeah, kindly advise on how we can collaborate with MIDA on recruitment of local talent. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. All right. Please send the emails to us if you require our assistance. We have various a connection of with the relevant stakeholders like the MOE, MOHE. We have a Pekeso. We also have a database of resume. So please email to me, wise@mida.gov.my, so we could facilitate your companies in getting the local manpower.
Okay, thank you. All right. From the next question will be from Lim Seong. Hi, I am CS Lim from GDEX, and we had obtained the approval letter for tax incentive under ILS in December 2020. Is this survey platform applicable to us? Thank you. Anyone from Statistic Division would like to answer this?
Mr. Aiman, I would like to answer this question. Answer to Mr. Lim Seong. Yes, you have to respond to our survey because you have your project has approved for the tax incentive. So based on that, we want to know the project status of your activity, whether this project is already in production or in, if not, then at what stage currently this project is in. That is the main purpose of the survey. Thank you.
All right. For the next question will be from Christy Go. Will this survey send to managing director who sign and register in MIDA or those person who lies with MIDA? From Statistic Division, I guess Puan Zamzarina can answer this question.
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. I think this is related to the system whereby based on these questions, right, will this survey sent to managing director who sign and register in MIDA? This survey will be sent to the companies that registered. This survey will be sent to the companies who have registered in the previous implementation survey. We will send this on that contact person stated in the survey earlier or from the evaluation system, who is the contact person. So this email will go to the respective contact person based on that system.
Yes, I would like to add that what Ms. Zamzarina said is true. So for the system, it will only send out the emails to the contact person which has been appointed by the companies. So if you go to the InvestMalaysia Portal in the company profile page, you can see the contact person that is assigned to the companies. So from there, those contact person which are in the company profile will be sent an email on this survey notification. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizwan and Ms. Zamzarina. For the next question will be from Michael Ong. Selamat pagi, Encik Aiman. I'm from Michael from Yamagata, Malaysia. I have received 2 MIDA request survey in the last 6 months for a project of product expansion. The project had completed accordingly within 6 months of approval from MIDA and already updated the survey recently. Do I still need to complete the survey in the next coming request? Thanks. Yes, Puan Zamzarina, can you answer this question, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. Yes, we had signed a survey previously in the last 6 months to those companies which has yet to reach at the stage of introduction. And according to Mr. Michael, yes, you received the survey last 6 months, right? And you have already completed the survey and you have also updated the status. If the status has yet to reach the status of in production, as mentioned earlier by our presenter, you will receive this kind of survey in another 6 months to update us the progress of your project. So as long as you have not yet the status of in production, you will receive this kind of survey every 6 months until you reach the status of in production. I hope I answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zamzarina. All right, for the next question will be from Michael Kinswan. MIDA manufacturing license approval usually lasts for how long period, especially in this tough COVID-19 pandemic period and slower process of bank financing facility? Please advise. I guess Puan Zaiswana, may you advise on this question, please? Thank you.
Which question, Mr. Aiman?
This is from Michael Kinswan. MIDA manufacturing license approval.
ML, processing of ML approval is not related to me, but maybe I come back to this question later. But I would like to respond to Miss Catherine Lee.
Yeah, sure.
Question just now that she posed another one on the post approval is actually regarding the GITA application. This is fall under Green Technology Division purview. I will furnish her with the detail, contact detail of the division for her to contact further. It's not fall under Investment Compliance Division, which is under me. I give her the detail. Okay.
Perhaps I can answer for Ms. Michael Kinswan that for manufacturing license, there is no expiry date. If the company change location or name, then they have to come back to MIDA for post approval. But the license will be with the company as long as the company exists. If at all you are going to abandon or going to close down, then you have to surrender the licenses to MIDA.
Thank you, Puan Santa. Okay, for the first question, from Miss Puan Nur Haslina Muhammad Amin. Hi, I am Haslina from WPSY Sdn Berhad. We are in the midst of changing our company location. Do we need to wait until the changes of location completed / approved before we proceed with the survey? Yeah.
I have answered this.
Okay, all right. So I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. From Mr. Yong Chi Kiong. My company is involving rubber plastic manufacturing, and due to expansion needs, we source new machinery which to be used in the manufacturing process to improve output and capacity. Shall we entitle automation capital allowance and how it works? Can brief us the process of application? Puan Santa, if you may.
For this application ACA, we will kindly provide us your contact details and name. We shall revert your question to the divisions of chemical division so that they can guide you how to submit this application and its requirement. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Puan Santa. The next question will be from Lily Go. Good day to all. Our green tech company has been struggling to commission the project within the time limit given as per the approval letter from MIDA, and has accidentally overlooked this time limit to apply for extension of period of implementation due to constraint of traveling to office because of COVID-19 pandemic. Kindly advise how should I appeal on the extension on time? Guess Puan Zai, dia akan answer for that.
Please submit your application to our division, investment compliance division. You can reach me at zaizuhana@mida.gov.my.
Thank you, Ms.
Mr.
Zai.
Mr. Arman, may I add some more
Yeah,
for
sure.
his company, for Miss Lily Go, because he's already past the timeline, so he can also apply for the extension through the InvestMalaysia Portal online.
Thank you, Mr. Sherul and Puan Zai. All right. For the next question, will be from Eugene Chan. During Fasa 1 period, the construction site can operate at 60 workers capacity. How can MIDA help to increase the worker capacity to 100%? I guess representative from talent management can answer this. Mr. Weiss, please.
For these issues, it's not under talent division because it's actually for permission to get to increase the quantity of the workers is actually under the MITI's purview. So which you need to perhaps you need to consult with the MITI's side. So maybe Encik Cheryl can advise on this.
A few highlights because this is under the instructions of Majlis Keselamatan Negara. So we MIDA don't have any power to increase the capacity of workers anyway, but because when you want to operate, you have to apply from MITI, from the CMF system. So you can apply there as well. That is how, but nowadays because of slightly open, so some at some area has been giving some relaxations. Please look at the guidelines of MKN there, SOPs, the new SOPs. Perhaps maybe your area can is allowed more than 6%. Please have a look on that matter because right now we also cannot. I also cannot see where are your locations and things to give a right advice. But through the websites of MKN, you can see the current SOP, where the place that has been opened, which products has been received the relaxations. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sharon. All right, for the next question, it will be from Ali Hamidun. Hi, good morning. I am Ali Hamidun from Premium Global Logistics, and thank you for connecting. My concern is that we have submitted our logistic project paper for applying a custom forwarding license last year, and we got the letter from MIDA on 15 September 2020, requesting the custom to look into our request. Unfortunately, when we took the letter to the custom, they wanted us to only return doing the custom examination. Until now, there is no such custom cost owing to the COVID pandemic, and our question is, will this letter will still be applicable when things get back to normal, and when we can participate in a custom training program for this purpose? I guess Mr. Cheryl Anwar, can you advise on this matter?
Okay, this is custom matters, and I think there is some requirement from custom for them to go for some sessions. So I guess they have to refer back to the customs lah.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so for the next question will be from Yo Chiang Chi. Our project was delayed due to application for my expat has been rejected more than 5 times. Even the expat has received full vaccination. How can we seek the support? Thank you. Mr. Weiss.
All right, for my aspect has been rejected more than 5 times, even the aspect has received full vaccination. So I need further clarification from Mr. Yo Cheng Chai. The reason why my aspect rejected the application, is because of the employment pass was rejected, or is it because of the my entry which under the immigration purview rejected your application for the expatriate to return to Malaysia? So I need more clarification from Mr. Yo Cheng Chai. So please email to me the details and the reason why my expat rejected your application. Is it because of the return of the expat to Malaysia, or the rejected is because of the employment pass?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Weiss. All right. The next question will be from Edward Leong. This survey is every 6 months, correct? I have completed the survey for our group of companies on 19 January 2021 for 2020 survey, but we have not received for this year. Puan Zamzarina, if you may.
All right. For this question from Mr. Edward, yes, this survey is conducted every 6 months. After the first time you receive the implementation survey, for those who have applied through InvestMalaysia, the process flow will be after 3 months of the approval date, you will receive the first survey. Subsequently, every 6 months, you will receive this kind of survey as long as the project is not in production. Yes, you have. I believe you have already completed the survey for the previous one, and as mentioned earlier, for this year's survey, this survey will be launched on 30th August next week. So be aware to receive the survey from MIDA, so that hopefully you can respond to our survey. Thank you.
Thank you, Puan Zamzarina. All right. For the next question will be from Muhammad Ermi Abdul Rahman. Hi, I am Ermi from Abu Sa'ad Transport. We have been approved for the pioneer status under the ILS incentive since February 2019. Due to the current pandemic and MCO, the project progress has been significantly affected. Will the implementation will be extended? And is there any possibility for us to apply for the tax exemption period extension? Thank you. Zai?
Yes. The company can apply from our investment compliance division for extension or for deferment of projects implementation.
Okay. Thank you, Puan Zai. All right. For the next question will be from Y Ho Fu. Salam Sejahtera panels. Wish to inquire whether a company is required to surrender the manufacturing license if a manufacturing project has been shelved or put on hold until further notice by the management due to the current economic situation. Yes, Puan Zai, if you may.
Hello, which question is that?
From Y Ho Fu. Salam Sejahtera panels. Wish to inquire
whether a company is required to surrender the ML if the manufacturer has been shelved. Okay. For this, ML surrendering, this is not projects incentive kan? Let me check back. I will get back to you soon. Can you go to the next question?
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay. From Lim Seong. Hi, CS Lim from GDEX again. Tax incentive under ILS. Once we have update and share our challenges in the survey module platform, Is there a dedicated team to look into the challenges that we are facing and sharing? Thank you. Puan Zamzarina.
Right. To answer this question, yes, as mentioned earlier in the previous slide, one of the objectives of this survey is to handhold this MIDA statistics will compile the information on challenges and issues encountered by the company. So by responding to the survey and inform us the problems that you are encountered, we will channel these problems or issues to post-investment division, whereby Cheryl's team will facilitate you more further on these issues. I think Cheryl may have further information on this. Thank you.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, in the section B, there is a place where you can insert your challenges. From there, my team will take up. That is how this system works out. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's a next question from Mr. Joey Tan. Hi Pachu, and this implementation survey are from different department, right? The question look quite similar. Does it mean that we will need to do two kinds of survey every 6 months? I guess representative from Statistic and Mr. Cheryl can answer this question.
Let me answer this first. Let me answer this. Okay, from Pachu, they come from the ITMS systems. That is not survey basically. That is the operational tools for us to support your team on the ground. Okay, implement survey is the survey. So you need to feed the information, the right information in this survey. In the ITMS system, if there is any questions about investment, that is not compulsory. But what we want to know, at what stage you are and at what stage you have problems, so that we can come in on the grounds. Okay, if I can share you with the stats on 2000, we start with 2019's data for approved companies that has been approved in NCI. Out of more than 900 companies, 80% has been considered as implement. 80% has been implemented because of the on the ground work. So I think MS is very important for you to look into because my team will be on the ground to assist you. But this survey is more on the data collecting of data for the for the process of statistics matters. Thank you.
Okay. There's another question from AV York. Oh, all right. So there's a second question from Boon Ki Swan. I am Boons from Holy Crane Wood Products in Berhad. Due to the PKP, the project implementation had been badly affected. We had applied the deferment of project implementation, but the Galakan Perintis going to expire before the project completed. Do we need to apply the extension of Galakan Perintis? Thanks. Puan Zai, if you may.
Which question, sir?
From Ms. Boon Ki Swan.
Boon Kiswan. Boon Kiswan. Project the aspects. Okay. Yes, you should come for deferment of projects of PS to our division. I will also answer in writing later to this Mr. Boong. You may apply for deferment.
There's one question from Choi Yin Yong.
Yeah,
Choi Yin Yong.
We are having second plan expansion.
So we're having second plan expansion. What type of incentive available? Ms. Santa, if you may.
Yes, kindly leave your contact details with us. Then we will get back to you on the details because we need to find out what are the products and also the proposed investments before we can advise what incentive that the MIDA can offer. Thank you.
Okay. So I think there's no longer Q&A in the Q&A chat box. We shall wait another 1 or 2 minutes if there's any question from the participants.
Perhaps, Mr. Aiman, you can ask
Yeah.
them on the implementation survey itself. Do they understand how to fill up or understand the needs of to fill up the implement survey?
Okay. So every participants in the, everyone understand? If there's any question regarding the module itself or other question from what your company is facing, you can leave your question in the Q&A box and we try to answer our best. If there's no question from the audience, I guess, oh yeah, there's one question from Datuk Tan Yopo. For building up dormitory due to Acta 446, is that any incentive from MIDA? Puan Zai, if you mean.
Perhaps I can answer that for Datuk Tan. A very good morning. Acta 446 is under Akta Kerja, and then there is a requirement for company to establish dormitory. What kind of dormitory is stated in the Acta 446. But if there any incentive from MIDA, perhaps at the current, we don't have any incentive for that. Thank you.
So, okay, we are facing delay from the authority on approval for my second plan expansion. Who should I contact to? I guess Mr. Cheryl.
I would like to know which authority you may extend the questions to Pacu team. The email is pacu@mida.gov.my, or you can also extend your questions into the InvestMalaysia Portal, where there is an inquiry there. But as Pacu, we would like to know which authority at what level so that we can assist you dengan mudah lah, and we can tackle the issues straight away, because this question is quite general. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. From the audience, is there any question regarding the implementation survey module? If you do not understand how to use the platform or anything, you shall leave your answer in the Q&A box. Or else we can end the session. Puan Santa?
Yes, companies can always write to us at pi@investment.gov.my, and also in the last slide of the presenters, we have also provided all the contact details. Kindly reach us at any time with all the questions. We are here to help you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our webinar today. We would like to thank all of you for your attentiveness and active participation throughout the session. Before we end, there are a few matters that we would like to inform and highlight to you. Any issue, feedbacks, or inquiries about the module, please reply to us through the email of pi_survey@mida.gov.my. A URL link of the implementation survey will be sent to your email on 30th of August 2021. If you do not receive any email from MIDA regarding the implementation survey, please inform us via email. We really appreciate your cooperation to participate in the survey. This is very important exercise for us to monitor the progress of the approved projects and to provide you end-to-end facilitation for successful implementation. We would like to thank all of you for your participation in today's webinar session. Your continuous support to respond to our implementation survey is highly appreciated. Please stay healthy and safe, everyone. We hope to see you in the future event. To all panelists, please stay for a while for the photography session. Thank you.
Can everyone on the video or photography session? Encik Masih will take the photos, right?
Ada kira 1, 2, 3 tak?
Dia kena kira, kalau tak nanti ada yang senyum lama sangat.
Nanti ada yang tidur.
Tak cukup quorum je. Macam tak cukup quorum je.
Nak sesama je.
Encik Masih ada ke? Zam?
Okay, done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tidak.